And there we go. All right. Welcome to Dining and Doodles. Dining Doodles. As always, I am Brittany Dodson, aka Embry Arts, as we're known throughout. Uh, okay, let's see. Is the chat? Yeah, it's working. Okay. So one of the things we're here to do, as always, is do art by request, and that is what we're here to do today, as per usual. This week we are doing a drawing based off of, I guess it's Cudlil is the name of the character, or maybe that's the name of the artist or what handle they go by. So Cudlil is basically a YouTube animation. By all means, go and check out her work. It's nice, it's clean. Love the animation work she's done. So yeah, go check out her work. I didn't know about her too much until I was given this just recently. So I'm looked into it, and I definitely, from what I was seeing, I enjoyed her work. So check it out. But today we were asked to take Cudlil and deflate them like a balloon. So we always have sort of an interesting sort of twist up here with the requests. And there's no offshoot or whatnot. So this one it's one of those transformative ones. We haven't really done much of a transformative. We've just shown the mask situation with some people who've done masking requests with us. But this week we're going to show a transformative. And what I mean by transformative, in art, especially when you get into more professional art, studying through college, and whatnot, you're going to be asked to do a transformational piece, which is the best idea to do it is the melting clocks of Salvador Dali. You need to be able to go and it basically shows you can change form on the fly. And that's what we're basically doing here. We're taking the form of Cudlil here. I added her ribbon. She does have a ribbon in some of the animations, so I'm adding a ribbon, but I'm having her wear the same sort of outfit, dress here, simple dress, simple boots. Very cutesy, but we're doing it in our style. And so we're going to be doing it as best we can. As always, we are going to do it a level 20 brush is what we're going to use. I'm going to fade the lines I was making in the sketch earlier, and we're just going to work from here. So, well, let's get on the right layer here. So, as you're hearing, we have got a new mic set up. If you had not tuned into our stream yesterday, which got delayed because we had gotten this new mic set up, basically, we now have I'm trying to get used to also setting up the desk a little bit differently here. We got used to setting up, or I ended up buying some new equipment because I had to for the streams. One, the mic we were using at the beginning was a cheap mic that I got sold on a bargain deal, and it died. So we were using for a while we were using our camera mic. I don't know why I'm being so stiff here with this. I'm going to have to do this in pieces here. So the angle's weird for me. I had to also upgrade it to Windows 11, and everything's kind of thrown off since the Windows 11 update. So I'm trying to readjust things like the pen pressures and pen tools. We'll just do it this way. Well, so you keep wanting to go that way. There we go. So yeah, I need to adjust my settings a bit. So I'm a bit off today. I've been not well, as people have learned on the streams. We did not do a Thursday stream. We're going to do it tomorrow, the stream we were supposed to do. And I will be on a review stream on Tuesday night for It's a Wonderful Life also. with the Movies Galore group. I'm going to be doing some more of those reviews every now and then on Tuesdays. So come in and join in on the chat as we do reviews. A couple other things we're going to be doing in the future, because we're on pretty much, there's going to be one more drawing I'm going to do for the year live stream. We're going to do one on Christmas Eve, or Christmas Day. But it's going to be the night of Christmas Day, and it's going to be late. So next week's stream is not going to be at 8. While I do have a live stream set up, we're shooting for, I think, 10 is going to be the stream. So, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday the 25th. And I'm just trying to get used to, one of the things I probably do need to buy eventually is a new tablet here, because this is old, it's ragged, the wiring's fraying, and it is a one, I can't see what I'm drawing underneath me, so I have to do things by hand, watching the screen. And whenever you kind of get back into it, which today it's been kind of a mess of technical issues, it kind of always struggles. You always, now and then, if you have to take a break, in my case, I had to take a break physically because I was just in no shape to do any kind of stream on Thursday. I was in no shape to do hardly sitting on Thursday. So, but I'm better. And when you do something like this and you're getting back on, it's kind of like riding the bike, they say. Well, I'll tell you something, I didn't learn how to ride a bike until I was 10. I didn't care to ride a bike. Once I rode a bike, I have been known to keep riding them. I do have an exercise bike in the house. I don't have a regular bike for me because there's no real good place to ride it. And I had to store things a few years back. Hell, I might have to do the same in a few months from now. But for right now, we're doing pretty much, riding a bike in combination with doing art. It's kind of the same, in that sense. So, if you hadn't ridden, like ice skating or roller skating, probably. I used to roller skate, but, if I haven't done it in years, so I imagine I get those skates back on, I'm probably going to have some learning curve. But it's going to probably take me a lot less time to learn that than to get my hand back to where it was and learning the techniques. So, it's drawing, yeah, you always have it in you, but it's a learned thing that if you let it go long enough, your hand won't be as adept to doing. Your hand will shake, your hand will move differently. Trying to give her a smile. Although this is kind of like a horrific thing happening to her, in my opinion. But I don't know. Maybe she wants to be deflated in this image. I don't know. Trying to do the head first. Like I said, my hands are really weird. Part of it is rest, and part of it is the damn setup with the way Windows has done things, which I'm gonna guess most of this is Windows problem. That it's basically when I set things up this morning, because I tried to put in memory, and the memory I bought was wrong, so I got to return that. But when I set up Windows this morning, Uh, everything was out of whack. And of course, it doesn't help that Windows has completely changed the way the computer is. It used to be for years on the side, and now I have to deal with this in the middle crap, which is pretty much like a tablet, which Windows is just determined everybody to buy their damn tablets. Because they're like, oh, well, it's a tablet. You want it to work like a tablet. I was like, no, I want a PC to work like a PC. Can you give me a different operating system than your tablets? So right now, I'm trying to work around this. We're just going to do swoops. So basically, there are two different kinds of styles. I usually will do something like this, where I'll draw out something. But a swoop is literally just something like that. It's a little easier to control a swoop, but at the same time, you get these little bits here with swoops. What am I getting notifications for the weather for? Where's my eraser? Come on. Windows. Come on, show that thing. There we go. Okay, so one of the things I'm dealing with today that is a problem is that we are trying to readjust. We have this new mic setup. I do not like where that swoop is going. So we've got this new mic set up. It's a Yeti mic. We've got it set up personally set up so it works well with the computer. And with it, I had to clean up the counter and everything. So I have room for it, as well as room for me to work. And we're still trying to adjust to those things. So I've been doing that for the last 2 days. So fudge. Basically, I haven't been able to do much art because I've been focused on getting the technical aspects of everything running. But I did make an announcement today for our streaming schedule. I am going to be adding in the future, hopefully in the next month or so, a new art stream. It's going to be called Redraw. We're going to be doing characters kind of like this, Cudlil. But we're going to be doing, we can do requests on there, but it's going to be requests of drawing your OC. You're not going to really give me details about much. It's going to be original characters from people, or it's going to be popular characters from series, all being redrawn in my own particular style. So it's going to be, hey, redraw my character. And I'll take anything. If you got a crayon drawing of your family and you want a drawing of that in redraw, I'll do it. Come on. Do I have to fight with you every step of the way? Maybe I'm going to have to fight with it every step of the way. All right. See, way too much there. I want only there. Okay. So when doing this drawing, hey Nero, how's it going? I sound better, don't I? Yep. Brilliant thing that a new mic will do. And hopefully we'll have some new memory soon, too, to do some streaming a little bit better. But the lag is still there. I can't do much about the lag because of both memory and I'm going to see what's going on with my internet connection and see if it's going on in there. Oh God, there is still lag. What the hell? I had no lag yesterday. Yeah, I'm guessing it's memory. How much RAM you got? Right now I only have 16 gig. I'm gonna get. I've ordered 32, so we're doubling it. So we're going double the memory. So we barely stream on this. Okay. That's good enough. 16 in my streams are pretty good. Well, I mean, yeah, the PC was set up with 16, so I mean, it does decently on some streams. I mean, it did stream yesterday, fine. I didn't have any lag issues, because I kept watching the lag. The only issue, we had to remove the VTube function, which may be adding to the lag right now. It may be the internet. I do pay, though, for high internet. But I think it's the memory. I think it really comes down to memory. Because I've watched my memory data on some of these streams, and they've come out, and it kept saying like 99% memory usage. So I'm really kind of hitting that memory max for the 16. The VTuber function just takes up about almost a gig on its own. And if the art program or the stream things, yeah, it's memory. So I'm going to be dealing with that hopefully soon. Do you know your memory speed? I do not. Let's see here. Multitasking, recovery, desktop, PC, sounds. Fudge. Alerts, automatic, battery uses, battery savage, storage drives. It's not even showing me now. I mean, my Intel is a i5 core processor, so it should do pretty well. And they did say I could do an upgrade to 36 and 32 and do pretty well. So you have an i7. That may be the issue. I mean, it was a good deal for what I could get during the pandemic last year or this year. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't even have the box to look at. Okay. So part of the thing I'm doing here with the deflating is I want to kind of add wrinkles, but we want to kind of make her body flat. So we're adding sort of notations here. Now the key, they said, was a deflating balloon and not inflating or a popped balloon. So we're going with deflating. So we're going to have a certain spot, which is going to be her ribbon and her hair, are the points that they're deflating. See, as I more and more get back in the swing of things, I can get better at drawing this out. But it's also more abstract, so we're not following a character. Yeah, I see I'm skipping frame again. All right. Crap. Let's do this. because the frame output is a little bit higher on this, I am going to close close 3 team. So that may be part of our problem. And we'll just inflate. Ah, nope, 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 don't want to do that. We want to inflate this a little bit. So there we go. That should help the speed. Probably also be good for my computer for a little while to do that. One of the things I do have that's changed up and that I announced is we do have a video capture card. I was messing with that this morning. So we will be playing in the future some games on the Switch, some games on PS4. Unfortunately, I do not own a PS5 or an Xbox X. So, I mean, I don't own the modern day consoles outside of a Switch right now. But I currently have a vote going on my Patreon. You don't have to be a member to vote on it, for what games you want to see me play in the future. If you want to see me play some of the Pokemon titles on Nintendo Switch, if you want to see me play one of the Zelda games, or, hey, Breeze, welcome. So we are going to be adding those on in to our stream. Thank you. It's a wonderful request here to do sort of this cute Cudlil here from Cudlil Animations being deflated. So it is a request from Blue Snow 1243. I'm doing fine, doing fine. I'm doing fine now. I'm better than I was this past week. This past week was not great. But we will be back with the story stream that we missed Thursday. We're going to be doing tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do it 8 p.m. Yeah, 8 p.m. I got to get used to it. We're going to start changing the schedule to most of our streams are going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's including our gaming streams and whatnot. That gives me time in the day to focus on art, as well as deal with other things coming through, including working. Because I need to get some income coming in the house. I'm also changing a few other things. We now have a tier system on Deviantart. We are one of the, probably not the first, but one of the firsts, adding Deviantart's tier system to where you can be a subscriber on the site. You'll get artwork early, and as always, like with Patreon, if you are a member, and it's going to be of $5, unfortunately inflation has made it go up. If you are a Patreon of $5 or up in the future, you will be able to make requests for our weekly comic draws. We are no longer going to be doing fillers unless somebody asks for a filler to be done during those times, because the fillers are enjoyed, but they're also, they were there basically to fill people's slots that weren't requesting it the dollar tier. So basically the dollar tier is still going to be available. So if you just want to be a fan and see the artwork early, aside from Dining and Doodles or in the future Redraw, we're going to be doing them strictly available 1 week early for Patreons and DeviantArt Tier 1 subscribers. For, let's see, some of the other things to look forward to, we are going to start doing a video review I'm going to try and do a weekly video review of anime, and I'm going to try and make it of each season. So if there's an anime out that season that you really want me to start reviewing, I will be happy to watch them. I have both High Dive and Amazon and Funimation on my selection, so I can watch pretty much most of the titles. I also have Crunchyroll. I mean, technically. I'm sure pretty much Funimation's probably going to swallow up Crunchyroll in the coming year because they're the same company. But yeah, so I mean, I'd love to hear what people want me to watch, or if people want me to play. I think currently leading, I think it's a tie between Zelda and Pokemon. It's not been up long. It's only been up for a few hours. With the Pokemon, I'm kind of tempted to not do what everybody's doing right now with Pearl and Diamond. I might come back to it and do it, but I'm kind of hinting maybe I'll do Arceus when it comes out, because it's something new. It's something new from Nintendo and the Pokemon franchise. I'd love to try and get into it, but at the same time, I need to look more into the games and see the lists. And if people really want me to do Diamond Pearl, I'll do Diamond and Pearl. If people want me to do Sword or Shield, I have both of them already. So I'd be happy to do that. I don't have Diamond and Pearl yet, so anything I do with those is going to be new. I've had the originals. I don't have, the new version that Nintendo released. And as always, this is our weekly drawing stream. We do this every Saturday. We have requests. I think we're full up till April at this point with requests. So if you want to request something, just keep that in mind. We have people requested all the way up till April at this point. So if you make a request, it's going to be there. Next week, again, we're going to be doing it around 10 p.m. It is not going to be a request. It's going to be one of the few that are not requested. Because it's Christmas, I'm going to do a special request or special drawing just for a Christmas. Hey, Justin, how's it going? I need to get more stuff from you because you've been paying, but I have not got anything left on the docket. I don't have any more OC characters or any more cards in the future. I know I just finished some of your stuff that I don't know if I don't know if you released them yet or not. So I haven't aired them. But and I have something also special that I can't air that was part of a Webtoons exclusive. Yeah. I mean, I've got you. You're more than paid up. I mean, I just need to get an idea of what you want. I gotta be honest. If I'm not honest, it hurts my gut even more, and I don't need that. Hurts my gut, hurts my heart. Of course, for those wondering if there's going to be something coming out this weekend, actually, this is my weekend off, technically. I am not doing any Patreon work this week. I scheduled this day off, or this weekend off, but because I have not done Demon Blade in a while, mainly because I've been sick, or I have had technical issues, or I just haven't felt like I like how the drawing's coming out. We haven't really had the chance to finish the pages that I've been working on. So tomorrow I'm going to be working on Demon Blade straight. That's going to be pretty much what I'm going to be doing up until we do the live recording for the not the Isekai, for Demon Blade. I also got to work on the Isekai this week. So, I mean, I have got a busy schedule, even though you guys aren't going to see me much. Well, hell, I'm going to be on more streams than anything this week. I'm going to be streaming straight until freaking hell. I'll be streaming until a day after Christmas, Boxing Day. So I'll be streaming nonstop from pretty much from this past Friday. We're streaming on nonstop. We'll be doing a different content each day, but there'll be a new stream each day. I think I haven't looked into what I've want to watch for the anime for the start of the videos. I think I will do one probably on JoJo Part 6. I haven't watched all. I will flat out say I haven't finished JoJo 4 or even started 5. So I will definitely have to probably catch up on those. But I also have to finish the anime request of our anime group that's part of the Movies Galore group. We are doing Gregory Horror Show this week, or this month, and it's a hard one. It's a hard one. Let's see. Do you have any? No, I don't. No. I think we're done with them. All of the ones that you've requested up to date. I will have to double check, but I think I've gotten all the ones you've requested. So I will double check through my mails, but I think I've gotten everything of yours done at this point. I've been meaning to talk to you about that, but I know you've been having stuff to prepare for Christmas. Okay, yeah, definitely. All right, I need to make sure I do the swoop here and do her hair tie back over here. Okay, so. But yeah, we're doing Gregory Horror Show, which I want to save what I'm going to say fully for it for the anime review that we're doing. It's definitely something that it's not your typical anime. It's a 3D anime, and I mean you're talking 2020 or 2000 to 1999 anime or 3D animation. My own portfolio shows work that's similar to it. So I mean it's that kind of 3D animation. I don't have 3D animation program. I have not owned a 3D animation program at all. There's 26 total, so indeed there's an end to them all. Where is my Twitch? I want to make sure I'm not losing my Twitch stream. Chat. Let's put you over there. So yeah, I mean, basically, yeah, I think the VTuber is probably what's the memory's causing this issue with the stream. Because I take the VTuber off and she doesn't cause a stream. All right, so that's definitely gonna be a memory issue that we'll be able to fix once the memory comes in. It's ordered. It's coming. I got memory from a group, and I got to thank them. They sent me it on time and fast. They did the right thing. I screwed up. I ended up ordering a laptop memory for the same brand of computer that I use. and I did not check to see if it was laptop memory or if it was PC memory, and it's laptop memory. So I have to get some or I have to get some PC memory for it, and we'll go from there and do that. But yeah, this week's going to be kind of a lull on what's being released art-wise by me. I know last week has been too. It's like I said, I've been sick. I've not been able to do much. That arm looks way different than this arm. We need to do something with that. Definitely shrink it up. Shrink it up. But yeah, I mean, like I said, anybody can vote on the Patreon poll. It is patreon.com/demonblade. You can go through there. You can make your requests. You don't have to be a member to do it. That's still too fat. But yeah, I mean, it's just simple, and we don't really want to, there's certain games I can't play, but there are some games I'd love to play on the stream that I can't play on stream because of quality, or not just quality, but also what's contents in there. I mean, there's other games. If you think there's a Switch game that I should play that I've not played, I can tell you right now, I've never played any of the Fire Emblem games. Not played them. I do have Smash Brothers, and I do have Mario Kart. So if people want me to play that, I can play those. So I mean, it's up in the air what people want to play in the future. I wanted people to do that. We also have Witchers lined up for after we do Tales, so it's just a filler and a gap there. But Tales is by far we're doing, but we're gonna go down the line with Witcher. I've never played the Witcher games before. Being an RPG fan, and actually I enjoyed the Witcher novels, and as well as the Netflix series. Am I going to be checking out the new season when it comes out? Yeah, absolutely. I've not, like I said, I've not played the games. I've got all the games because when I was buying Tales, there was a wonderful package of Witcher as well on sale at the time. And I was like, well, let me buy the whole triple pack of Witcher for cheap. So let's see here. I keep getting notifications. Okay, just other people coming online. Okay. Let's see here. And Justin, I hope you also noticed the change that's going on with the Patreon account. I think you're fine because I think you're in the 5 tier, but I am getting rid of the 2 tier. And the reason I'm doing the getting rid of the 2 tier, a lot of people can be like, oh, well, I just want to be a fan for $1 or support you for $1. I'm fine with doing that. I try to support artists that I love and their work. So I try to stay. I'm gonna make her hair about the same color as her boots and her eyes. I try to support artists that I find and enjoy artwork of. There's two artists I pay. Saw you made an update. I haven't had a chance to give my full attention. Okay. Yeah, it's mainly an update that's of what's been changing and what's coming down the line with the stream, as well as with the payments on Patreon, because I'm also adding it in Deviantart, the same tiers. Mainly because I've had some people complain that they couldn't do Patreon because they're not in the right country, but they can do DeviantArt. So we've got DeviantArt as well as an option for future streams. I'm hoping to set up a way that I can just stream to Patreon in the future. That's one thing I hadn't written about. They've allowed me the function, but I need to figure it out how I can do it with my programming. Because right now OBS that I've got Streamlabs, and Streamlabs is very adamant I do this on YouTube and I can't make it private stream. Maybe next year when I'm looking at a new Streamlab deal, I might just switch over to OBS. Okay, you're at the 5 tier, so there's no change for you. I mean, it's basically what's going to be changing. It's going to be those in the $2 tier. And the $1 tier is no longer going to be able to make requests for the weekly. That's what's going to kill. I know a lot of people who can't do $1 or more than $1. That's the way we're supporting. I am offering a way for them to keep getting their stuff done for a while, but I understand if people cannot afford $1. Because hell, I've been poor. I'm still currently poor. Despite buying some electronics, I'm buying that mainly to keep this part of the business going because this is what I can do. And I'm going to be taking on a job next week, trying to bring in some extra money as well. Okay, let's see here. I haven't done her eyebrow. That's what's kind of throwing me off here. So let's do her eyebrow. We're getting this done pretty quickly. I have an idea of what I'm going to do to fill this up. One, we're going to do a background, but that's going to be a staple. But I think since we're doing this deflated, I might as well do another version of her as I draw her. So I mean, we're gonna do an additional one. Let's add a little highlight to her eye. So I mean, this is, as of course, by request. It's weird. I know. If Cudlil shows up and it's like, hey, this is weird. Why'd you draw it? It's because it was a request. That's all. Again, go check out their work because their work is pretty cool. I just discovered it myself, but I love it. I'm probably gonna watch some more after the stream. as always, I mean, always go and like I was saying earlier. I mean, I support artists. Part of my Patreon money goes to other artists that I enjoy. I especially love how their artwork's done. Definitely go and check them out if you can. I support games and stuff that I like to play. There are a few artists I can't support that I wish I could. And there's causes. I mean, I just raised money during Geeksgiving or Thanksgiving or whatever you want to call it. What is the donation one? The Great Day of Donation or something, Tuesday after Thanksgiving. I had started a campaign for a month to raise for Project Underground Railroad and their group. I love to be take part in and help them out. I can't do much, but I love helping them out. And it's for a good cause because they have actual people that go out there and stop sex trafficking. And while I draw some stuff that I'm probably sure that there are people into sex trafficking, probably, because given the numbers, I don't like it. It is something I've been against as someone who's had a bad sexual experience in my own life. Not as a child, though. I do want to state that. I was not a child. But as someone also who's met some or worked alongside somebody who came out to be a trafficker, I don't support that stuff. You don't mess with kids, man. Don't mess with kids. All right. So, like I said, I'm going to do a background for this, and we'll do another. Let's see, where's that drawing? Let's copy that panel. We'll open up a new page. And I'm going to do it on standing. So we're going to do a standing one. Paste. And we'll move that over here. Move that down. I'm going to just fade her a bit so I can do this effectively. So right now we're just going to do sort of a sketchy drawing, as I always do for the sketches. We're going to draw the head. And I'm just going to do a quick sort of smile image here. Actually, that's not the way the head is. Hold on. Let's do head there. We're going to do her hand on here. Eye goes here. So of the streams that the stream I mentioned, doing redraw, we're going to be doing that, probably replacing the Wednesday video game stream. I don't know yet if I'm going to do that yet. I need to try and figure out my schedule a little bit better. Going into 2022, I'm going to be dealing with a set schedule for a lot of things. Mainly because I don't like how things ended ending this year with me falling behind so much on Demon Blade, and falling behind on other art pieces for people. I have a lot of people that keep going, oh, well, when is this coming out? When is this coming out? Well, part of it is illness, part of it's been bad scheduling. So we're going to try and deal with the bad scheduling of releases. in 2022, as well as have a set schedule for streams. But I want to do it when I'm least likely to be getting interrupted. So that's going to be around the evening hours. So we are going to be turning over. I won't do it until January, but in January, conveniently, New Year's Eve is a Saturday. So starting January on the 1st. In fact, I think it is. I think it's. I'm trying to pull up a calendar here. Okay, Saturday the 1st. No, we'll do it on Sunday the 2nd. Starting Sunday the 2nd, we will be doing streams all at 8 p.m. Eastern, with the exception of streams for other platform or for other groups. So with the Movies Galore, I know the stream doesn't start until 9-ish, 9:30, around there. I am not in control of it. I am just usually a guest. So I don't know when that one starts. But it's navigating, because we had 10 people usually reviewing at one time. It can be that many people talking at well, not talking at once, but talking about the same movie that we're reviewing. And so it's definitely something that could take a while. Okay, so she has her strand of hair up there. And you see, I'm just kind of just sketching a rough area of how we want this to look. Her hair in the middle, her hair over here, and side swipes down into there. As far as next week's stream, all I'm going to say is it may be Demon Blade, it may not be. I usually do a drawing, and I hadn't fully decided on what I'm doing for next week. I usually do a holiday drawing with Demon Blade or something around that. I might not do one, though. I might do it something different. It'll be how I feel the coming days to that. Okay, we're gonna mute that down. And I'm actually going to go with a bigger brush for her eyes this time. So my goals for the coming year. Get a job. I hate to say it, but it's get a job. I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, it's easy to get a job right now. Well, there's so many jobs out there. Believe it or not, there are not many jobs that reply back right now. And that's been the more frustrating thing. Is there's so many jobs that say they're hiring, but you actually go to apply and they're like, well, I'm not really hiring now. Or I just want to take some information. Additionally, because of my physical issues, I'm unable to do certain kinds of jobs that are in need. So I know there's some out there, but I'd love, that I do. I just came out of a job where I carried auto parts for a while. Can't do that anymore. It's too taxing on my body. Additionally, we're going to work on trying to make my body a bit better. Part of my health is because I am overweight. Part of my health issues is because I'm just genetically have lost at the genetic lottery there that most people have gone through, and I have a very defective body in certain places. And so I'm having to learn how to live with it and to adapt to it. The funs of getting old. Okay, she has these little marks for her cheeks and a nose. Ah, son of a. Again, we're dealing with that making curves on here. That's being a problem with this tablet today. I don't know why. I'm going to have to play with the settings for a while off stream to make sure I'm getting things right. But let's see if I can. Nope. Let's do this. Too much of a chin there. There we go. Again, too much. See, that's me trying to draw a straight line on this tablet right now. So yeah, I think the next expenditure, computer-wise, tech-wise, is going to be getting a new tablet. This tablet's had run its course. It's been with me for, gosh, I think I got this in 2013, 2014. So it's almost a 10-year-old tablet. I would love to get another one from Wacom or someone else to help draw with, particularly one with a screen that I can see what I'm drawing. Or they were 21-year-old with 40 experience. Yeah, or they wanted a 21-year-old with 40. Well, I mean, there's been a lovely meme out there of 20 years of a 10-year-old with 20 years of experience and has Ash Ketchum out there. So, I mean, yeah, it's ridiculous. I have 25 years experience in Adobe and all those, Photoshop. And companies are like, well, we want 5 to 10 years. I'm like, well, I have 20 years and you guys don't even want to talk to me. So, and it is ridiculous sometimes. So I'm probably going to be doing, actually, I'm going to be doing what you were doing. I'm not going to be doing truck driving, but I'm going to be doing food delivery. I've been holding off on it for a couple of reasons. This week I had some car issues to start it that had to be taken care of. And then I had bad health. But yeah, unfortunately, it's having to be food delivery at this point. I've done it before. I did not like it. Well, I kind of enjoyed it. It was enjoyable food. So I'm going to be doing food delivery, food apps. That's kind of been where I've got left to choose at this point. Yes, that's each. Yes, that he just became everything the employer wants. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I'd love to keep doing just artwork for a living, but it doesn't pay. It doesn't pay. I wish it did. I wish people respected art enough to make it pay, but I actually will send it to me again through email because I'm going to be applying on Monday. I have to go to the post office to return the bad memory, or not the bad. It's not bad, but the wrong memory I got. Um, it's really weird saying I have to return memory. My brain is that bad. I'm returning it. Help me. I'm returning good memory. Although it's not human memory, because that memory is going bad as I get older. Send me a messenger, actually, because I've still got to figure out the Windows setup. With the new Windows 11, I need to figure out my email with them. They've always been weird, and it doesn't help that AOL is no longer loved by anybody. Yes, I still have an AOL email if people want to get in touch with me. I do have a private email, but I don't send that out to publicly for good reasons. But for those people, yes, I still have AOL email after all these years. Hate on me, call me a boomer, even though I'm a Gen Xer. Damn. Come on, eraser. There we go. There we go. Just get you in there. Would I do something like Cudlil with animation? I would love to do animation work. It was something I was trained to do. It was one of the first things I went to college for animation training at the end of the peak of Disney animation in the 90s. I sent you 2 emails, one with Bakery Samurai Girls, come up for a design. So I want you to try, I actually want to try and write my own harem manga. Sure, I'll do the designs for you. That's not a problem. Do you, is it going to be Arrow? Do you want an Arrow type of harem manga? Or do you want it to be more cutesy? I mean, or both. I mean, technically, you could do both. That eye kind of looks weird. I'm going to change it a bit. I'm going to bring it down here. So we're going to go up. Not too worried about the black because we're going to just fill that in anyway. Yeah, I could really use some memory. I'm seeing this jump a little bit. Doubling the memory should help a lot of things. We are a long ways, I'm sure, with Tales of Symphonia. Or I mean, not Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Arise. We've played through Tales of Symphonia. We've completed Tales of Symphonia. We are going. I mean, with Tales of Arise, it's definitely going to be 2 a week, starting not this week but next week. Because we've got so much more to go on that series, I'm sure of it. I'm sure if I look into it, there's a lot we have not even gotten through. Hell, there are 2 characters in the intro we haven't even met. So, and we haven't met any of the villains that appear in there. We did meet Kirito and Asuna, though, because we had that bonus. We had that extra. And we got our asses handed to us because Kirito's a cheat. I will go on and say Kirito's a cheat in any of the games he plays. He may say, "Oh, I play by the rules. You guys just don't know what you're doing." Like, no, you cheated. You cheated, you little. It's a business deal because his father. All right, it's more slice of life. I don't want the whole thing. Poor schmuck is constantly pursued by girls, normally out of his league. Thing. This time the main character gets set up with different girls. It's a business deal because his father keeps getting himself into debt. But this is because will be more about the main guy and his new wife's bringing out the best in each other, growing. Okay. So less arrow, definitely less arrow. I mean, pretty much a harem, you're going to have some arrow with a harem. I'd like to see an arrow without any harem. Or, I mean, a harem without any arrow. I definitely need to fix that arm. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's not a problem. I mean, I can definitely do character designs. That's not a problem. Kind of on the edge of my seat with this damn pen working the way it is today. Never heard of the term arrow. It's ERO. It's verge of hentai, non-hentai. So yeah, it's DXD is arrow. To Love Ru is arrow. Hell, Yursura is arrow. Going all the way back to the 70s with that one. I only noticed that and pointed that out because it's sitting right in front of me. I do have some of that. Great Takahashi piece. If you are a fan of Inuyasha, Rama 1/2's arrow. Never heard of the term arrow. So yeah, it's basically that. It means that this subject's risque. Some adult humor, some fan service is a definite arrow. It's that kind of concept. So I mean, in case if I were to say which character in Demon Blades the more arrow, it's Tetra. Tetra will be constantly ending up in sexualized situations because I would do that. She's got the more built body. I'd have her do that way. All right, well, one of the girls will be sort of shameless. For example, she'll walk around the house with a towel after showering on her underwear, and not even care. Yeah, yeah, so, yeah, that's Arrow. That's very much an Arrow character. So I think the term comes from the style of drawing. Now, typically, Arrow drawings tend to be a little bit more artsy, but of course, if I could draw that way, I would. I just don't. It's a matter of, it takes a lot of time for me to do something like that. Maybe if I get again, going back to the tablet concept, maybe if I get a tablet that I can put in my lap, that I can see the screen underneath, maybe then I will be able to do something like that. Because I can see the stuff underneath me as I draw. For right now, like I said, most of this stuff, in fact, I'll try and pull up the picture I posted of my setup. You will be able to see my almost 10-year-old bamboo tablet. It's a Japanese word for pervert. Yes, that is exactly. It is one of the terms for pervert. Japan has so many lovely words. So, I mean, there are multiple terms, but Arrow is the type of manga. So, most notably and sadly, regrettably, one of the worst examples of anime is Arrow Sensei. And why it's one of the worst examples of anime is the incest. But it's perfect example of Arrow. I will say the anime I'm watching currently for the anime stream, Gregory Horror Show, is not Arrow. You don't even see any human-like characters, or at least I've yet to see a human-like character. I've only watched one out of, I think, 8 of these that we have to watch. I need to get on it. But I also have to rewatch It's a Wonderful Life for this week. Well, they do love their pornography. Yeah, Japan has a definite sexual pervert problem. In more ways than one, sadly. We kind of, I think we've brought it up a little bit on the anime review that we do monthly, about the sexual deviant problem that Japan has. It is, I'm going to believe everybody that I've heard, female-wise, it doesn't matter what sex, race, or what race or creed you are. If you, how you look, if you are female, more than likely you've been harassed in Japan. If you go into Japan for things, more than likely, especially if you ride a subway, you will be felt up. It goes with the territory. And the thing is if you slap back, if you fight back against someone doing that, you're in serious trouble and not the person doing the uncomfortable stuff. That's a thing in manga I've never understood, the borderline incest. And I absolutely don't. There was a .hack manga where the guy and the girl were brother. Seemed a little uncomfortable like this. That's a title. See, that's a title. We're adding choices on our manga list to vote for now. In the past, they've not done voting. We're going to do a vote now for what comes up next. So we have a couple lists on there, and a couple of the titles, I can't argue. One of the ones I put up there was a bit perverted, but it was 1970s, and it's a classic. I put up Lupin the Third up there. Um, it doesn't look like it's going to be Lupin, though. I will say that. The current vote is for a movie, which I'm fine with, because it'll be a shorter watch. And it is a movie I have not sat down to watch before. I kept making excuses, but never sat down to watch. As far as the movie streams, I don't know what else is coming up really yet. I'll have to check and see what our voting is, but we'll be able to discuss that later. Like I said, we are doing It's a Wonderful Life this week, given that is a staple for me on Christmas anyway to watch. So, hey. Love Lupin. Most people love Lupin the Third. I put it on the list because I wanted to touch upon Lupin being a icon of Japan for decades, going on 50 years now. They still make Lupin movies to this day, and I appreciate it. And you got to give respect to it. I mean, it's a great series. And so yeah, I wanted to put that in the list. I think I know the toss-up is as a movie and a series I had been watching, but I stopped watching for no good reason. I literally just stopped because I just stopped. And so I meant to get back to that, and so I've been meaning to get to this movie as well. So I'm fine with whatever choice we get for next month on that list. I will not reveal it because it needs to be revealed publicly first. Just like I cannot reveal the Webtoons drawing I did for a special. I can reveal what the event was for Secret Santa. So Webtoons had its Secret Santa, where its artists all got together and did art for each other. I did one for a certain artist who I believe does an amazing job with their comic. And it's wonderful and funny. And when I point out, when it goes public, I will point it out publicly. I'll even do it live on stream. Go and check them out. Honestly, it's a great series. Good Lord, this is only taking 20 minutes. Good Lord. All right, let's do the coloring for this one. Yeah, it didn't take long to do this. Did I do that? Okay, there we go. Let's bring the colors up on there. Well, I'm not going to do a third one. We're only going to do two, and this one's basically to be an homage to the talent that is Cudlil. If I'm saying the name wrong, I apologize to them. It's always interesting. I mean, I get Embria arts a lot from people. It is Embria. It is pronounced like the town of Umbria because that's the origin of it. Even though I am not English, and that is a very English town. Actually, to be precise, I think it's a very Scottish town. I could be wrong. It could be England, or it could be Welsh. I know it is not Irish. I say that, and I could very well be wrong that it's Irish. I know it is in the UK. Let's put it that way. It's in the UK, because that's where it landed when I was looking for it. A name. Back in, God, 30 years ago. Maybe long. No, it'd be about 30, 40 years ago. Somewhere around there. Not quite 40. But yeah, the name count derives from the town of Umbria, which I wanted to write a fictional story based on a town, or fictional story. I wanted a town. I randomly picked a point in the globe to name the town or name this story, and it landed on Umbria, England, and we went from there. That is how Deviant Art got its name. Based off the story I wrote called Quests of Umbria. It's a multiple chapter story thing that I wrote in high school. Well, middle school and then high school. So yeah, maybe it is 30 years. We'll do the background on the other one. That's what we need. What we can do to fill a little bit of time. Dang it, too far. Just trying to think of here what else to say, honestly. Yeah, I mean, basically we're going into the holiday here. I'll be doing 2 story streams again. Tomorrow will be Demon Blade's Christmas stories. They're going to be stories, one of them's going to be canon, one's non-canon with Demon Blade. But it came out in 2015, so we're reading from that. Then we have the canon New Year's story. So we're also going to read that one as well. Other stuff that is going to be coming back or coming in the new year. More isekai, so we'll have a few more issues of isekai to release. But we also, by popular demand, are going to be doing Sailor Moon Andromeda Factor again. A lot of people seem to like the interest of it. We will be doing new stories to that series. I will edit them, and of course, we will do read-throughs on our readings, live readings for them. All right, I got the dark brown. Okay, I'm having to look over at past my mic while I'm doing this, because I can't see sometimes past the mic on where my buttons are with the new setup. It's easier to do a video game stream than it is the art streams right now. But if I can get everything set up and going, we should be able to do these a lot more frequently. All right, so we got Cudlil. I'm not going to do a background on this one. So we're just doing that for Cudlil. And then we've got this version of Cudlil that we're going to do a background for. So we can go ahead and remove the reference. Let's see here. So going back to our deflating one. Well, let's get to the right pen here. Tip. We shall see. What you won't see me on with the streams. So when we're doing the movie stream, when they're doing movie streams for the Movies Galore, more than likely you won't see me during a horror movie. I don't care for them. So you won't see me there when that occurs. They just did Gremlins this week, although I think they had technical difficulties during it, because it seemed like a lot of people were coming in and out from what I was reading. I've watched Gremlins. I enjoyed Gremlins. It's not a movie I like to go back to, because it's a lot of the 80s horror. You have to be into it, and I'm never a horror fan. Never been a huge horror fan, because I'm a coward. I'll just flat out say I'm a coward. I don't like horror. I don't like bloody gore horror. So you're not going to catch me doing much of that. So let's just do a solid ground here. We're not going to do something too fancy. I'm actually probably going to cut it short tonight, because we are still kind of getting over everything. As to what hit me, it's literally been stomach issues. It's not COVID. It's not stuff like that. I have bad stomach, as some people know, and this week just happened to be one of those weeks where it's just been like, okay, not going to work today. Why is this not going where I want it to? There we go. But yeah, we're not gonna do much with the story too much of those streams. I wasn't feeling good. My stomach is just to explain it is, we're on doing a picture of a person deflating like a balloon. My body felt like a balloon for most of the week, and I could not eat. I could only eat some soup. That's all I could eat, because I couldn't stomach anything. And if I did eat too much of the soup or had too much to drink, I'd get sick. And that's sort of the problem, is I can't physically stomach foods at certain points in times, and it gets that bad that I will just not be able to eat at all. And we've had doctors look at it. We've had everything. It's frustrating. And we're in the strange and weird territory with what it is, because they can't find it. There's bleeding involved, but they don't know where and from what. And it sucks. It sucks. There'll be days where I'll just be bleeding, no reason, just bleeding, and yeah. Let's see. We've added gray. We're going to keep these sort of dulled toned colors, because they kind of do they're kind of a dull grayed toned art style that they use. So I'm going to keep it grays, keep it light, or not keep bringing any bright colors here. But we're going to mess with the, I don't know what you want to call it, the noise that a balloon makes when it deflates, the fart noise. I'm going to write up a few character cards for a new manga. Hope you feel better. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you. No problem. yeah, I am feeling better. So I mean that is the benefit. I was able to eat chicken tonight and keep it down, and I've got some other stuff near me. No, let's do text for it. I'm not going to write it because I can't trust my handwriting with this tablet as is. All right. There you go. There you go. Like I said, we're just gonna do something simple. This is gonna be one of our shorter streams because we usually do 2 hours. This is about an hour and a half today. I wasn't expecting it to go so smoothly. Hopefully next week we will be able to hold things a little bit faster with the VTuber. So you'll be able to see VTuber function available. We do plan to do some changes with VTuber throughout this point in time, and we will also probably hold a contest as to what to call her. Because I don't have a name for her yet. She is a personification of myself. Maybe I might even change her up. If people want to see a different version of the VTuber, if you want to see me go more all out on the design of a VTuber, maybe that'll be something we do in the future. But yeah, let's bring this to an end. So this is the drawing as requested. We have Cudlil deflating like a balloon here. And then we did a bonus drawing of Cudlil off stream here. Or still on stream, on stream, but we're like, well, we have extra time, so we're going to do a bonus here for Cudlil. And so, I mean, this is kind of a simple, not too complex. We did the distortion of the body, so it's just kind of an exaggeration. You take it and you kind of just aggravate it and exaggerate. So it's a good idea to probably, if you're not used to this kind of thing, study. In this case, with these and then with masking requests, I'll look at clothing over draped on furniture or something for references. Most notably, if you want rubberized look, I mean, definitely look at a rubber glove or something like that. Those all help. But this is our request. This is our final request for the year of 2021. We will have a new request in literally the evening of New Year's Day. So we will have a new one on New Year's Day. So until then, let's head on over to our sponsor, which as always is Built Bar. I am a fan of Built Bars. I have not been able to eat any this week because of my stomach been acting up, but these are something I go to for a lovely snack, especially if I'm getting peckish, but it's still like midday and I haven't gotten to where I feel like I'm going to have dinner yet. So, I mean, this is definitely the benefit. It's also great for exercising. Yeah, I'm going to be doing some exercising over the new year to try and lose some body weight. So, yeah, this is perfect. It helps curb those sugary cravings. They are low calorie, low carb, low fat, and low in sugar. Well, I mean, I take back the low fat. Low in sugar, high protein, keto friendly. They are amazing. They absolutely taste amazing. That is what Built Bar focuses first. Like I said last week, I have some pumpkin and some vanilla flavored ones currently in my home. Those I've been enjoying. I've also been wading through. They are currently doing the 12 days of different sales where they have a different product come in online, and there have been a few ones that I've been like, oh, I really want to get that. But I've been holding out until the end because I want to see if they have something I really, really want along the lineup. Given I'm on hold with them with one flavor that I love to death and they don't have in stock right now. But I mean, absolutely, they focus on their flavor first. A good example is I have a Kit Kat's, what is this? A Kit Kat Duo Mint and Dark Chocolate right next to me. And then there's the mint chocolate brownie right there. They taste the damn same. They really do. So I mean, they are absolutely wonderful. And this Kit Kat, it's got more sugar, I believe. I can't see because it's one of those minis. I'm sure it's got more sugars than this candy bar from Built. So I mean, absolutely, go to built.com and use the promo code EmbryArts to get 10% off your order and enjoy the candy bars. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful holiday, and I will see you all again next week. Good night, everybody.